Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Michael,
and Ava.
and together we are
Daddy Dressed Me by Michael Gardner.
Sewing helps me and my dad bond. I would say it's brought us really close together.
I would describe Daddy Dressed Me just as an expression of love, creativity, fun. It's everything to me to kind of combine my creativity with my fatherhood experience. And then being inspired by my sister's sewing, it just became like the perfect idea for us to kind of venture out into.
I think it's still growing, but I would say it's pretty awesome so far. One day, my dad asked me to model, was it?
A pair of pants.
Pair of pants. Wait, it was a skirt. It was a skirt.
Okay.
It was a skirt that I modeled, and my dad saw all the poses that I was doing, and really liked it, and thought that we could do this.
The main purpose is, well, for me, was to help Ava build her confidence, to help her establish her self-esteem, and teach her to just believe she can do anything she put her mind to. And in the process of teaching her, I kind of developed those same beliefs for myself. So it's really just an expression of my creativity and love for her as her father. Ava is intelligent, she's smart, opinionated, energetic. Um, she's very kind, thoughtful, and she really is an amazing kid. I've learned how resilient she is. We're both naturally shy. She pushes through and is just herself. Um, and most importantly, just I've enjoyed seeing her grow over the last 7 years, from her being 3 to 9 now, and all the things that she's kind of learned through this experience, but also what she's learned about herself. I hope that's something that these memories she'll reflect back on years from now, and I have all the pictures to show her too. So
I really want to make you like pants or
Okay.
shirt.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah. I just need your measurement.
Got it. So we first got to experience the fabric workshop during a tour, and our second trip we went back to the fabric workshop for Ava to do the screen printing experience for her fabric.
So reading about Michael Gardner and his daughter Ava and how he sews and makes these gorgeous clothes for his young daughter definitely served as the inspiration for this piece, which I've titled Ava's Groove. So the vibrant colors of the clothes, the tactile textures, the fabrics, even the confidence that Ava exudes when she's modeling the clothes, their generosity in sharing their story with others, all of those thoughts and images served as the inspiration for the piece, which I wanted to make energetic and vibrant and really encapsulate what they do. And of course, the instrumentation itself always serves as an inspiration. So the different properties of the instruments and the different colors that are available. So I hope it's fun to listen to and to play, because it was definitely fun to write.
I really loved it. I loved how it was played. I loved all the instruments, and I just liked how it sounded.
Definitely seeing the loving and respectful relationship between Ava and her father was very special. And I always had that in the back of my mind as I was composing, always thinking about that kind generosity and that really close bond that was formed through this really cool thing of making clothes, which are sometimes matching, which I think is really awesome. So I always had that in the back of my mind, and it made the process really special and really significant.
When you come to the Fabric Workshop and Museum, you will see work that debuted here. You will see it before anyone else in the world gets to see it. And oftentimes our exhibitions go on to travel to other museums throughout the country. We are a making and presenting institution, so we invite artists to come and work with us either through our apprentice program or through our artist in residence program. And they will oftentimes collaborate with our studio staff, which comprises 6 professional artists who are all masters in very specific techniques. And it's not strictly regulated to working in textiles or screen printing. That's how we started. Our founder wanted to provide marketable skills to Philadelphia's young people. So through our residency program, we will invite artists and we just ask them, what is their big idea? It can include fabric and sometimes it doesn't. And we just work with them to make the impossible happen.
Welcome to the Fabric Workshop and Museum.
Thank you.
We're super happy to have you here.
I love this set.
So this is back from 1978, so it was like a year after the Fabric Workshop was founded. And it's with a Chicago-based artist named Carl Worsom. They constructed the garments to be, what is it, loungewear?
Yeah, it's like a perfect segue.
I would wear this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of the Fabric Workshop and Museum, we don't just do fabric with artists in terms of traditional garments, but we also do more experimental pieces. Like with this artist, Mika Tajima, she was actually listening to sound and reinterpreting sound with weaving. So there have been some artists that have come through here and really reinterpreted the idea of fabric, which is really exciting.
Wow.
So cool.
And so this show includes work from artists that we collaborated with years ago, and work from artists that we collaborated with months ago. All right, and before we get any closer, what do you think that big man is made out of?
It almost looks like glass. What do you think?
Clay?
Clay. Yeah, exactly,
Good.
Ava. So yeah, everything.
As you know, because you've worked in this space in the past, this is, to me, the most magical part of the museum because, guests can come here and make things. And I feel like with museums, you're usually invited not to touch anything.
Right.
You can't make any art. And I really love, that we can do that here.
So this whole show on the second floor is by Jonathan Lyndon Chase, who's a Philadelphia-based artist, and they wanted bubbles in their show. The whole show, a big part of it is thinking about the laundromat in a place where, it's really private because you're doing your clothes, right, cleaning your clothes, but also really public, because you're in front of everyone, sharing machines. So thinking about those two different things and a lot of the work that they did for this show.
Mm-hmm. You just made her day. She loves
Cool,
bubbles.
so we'll see you in a few hours.
And of course, the boxers.
Yeah, I love that fabric.
It's so wonderful, and that's fabric that was printed here at the Fabric Workshop. It's called Bending Sag, and Jonathan's idea behind it was that, it's during the time of the pandemic. They wanted to create something that they could share with loved ones. Mm. So there's actually like a side project to this exhibition where we actually mailed out a pair of boxers.
Oh, wow.
To folks that Jonathan listed. Wow. And they were able to, they're nice and clean, wear them, write about their experience, make art about that experience, and then wash them, pack them up, and send them to the next person.
Wow.
So it's like kind of like this lovely
really cool.
chainmail,
Then they decided to use the fabric that we printed in their paintings. So you can see there's like little touches of that design all over the place.
You have fun?
Yes, my hands are sticky now.
Are your hands clean now?
They're sticky, but clean. I really like that one.
Which one?
When he's cooking.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yeah, which one we
I
printed
noticed
out?
the seasoning on top.
One right
Yeah.
here. The seasoning on top.
Yeah, like have you ever seen that in a museum before?
No.
This right here in our dining room is where all the magic kind of happens. All of our brainstorming. I sew right here. I like to keep Design's kind of simple. I'm not really into things that are too complicated, as well as Ava gets to still kind of be free and move about. I kind of traced around a t-shirt, and it has like a V hem at the bottom, so it hangs longer on the sides. And then just a pair of comfortable pants, elastic waistband, elastic at the ankles, and has a little shimmer to it, so.
You called them hammer pants.
Yeah. Yes, they are hammer pants. A lot of times when I create, I don't use sewing patterns, so I'll use something I previously made, or like a store-bought t-shirt or leggings or anything. So this was me laying out a t-shirt, tracing armholes, the neckline, and then I just extend it out so that she has a longer length to it. And then I put just a small slit in the front and one in the back, which allows her a little bit more freedom to kind of walk.
I like all the blues, and I just noticed there's flowers. These are flowers. These are all of the words that I say to help myself with my day, and I say them to build up my confidence, which is one of the words on here, right here.
So she has
beautiful, happy, confident, and talented. And amazing. Oh, that's my favorite one.
It's off the shoulder, and then it has the sleeve as well. I really wanted to just use as much of the fabric as possible and show off the words that mean, the most to her, that start her day. So, just a simple silhouette.
What's a silhouette?
The shape.
You keep saying that.
It's the shape.
Oh. I picked these colors because these are my 3 favorite colors: pink, purple, and blue. And they also remind me of the galaxy. Well, mostly blue and purple. So I just picked these for fun and because they're my favorite.
I asked her, what did she want to create? And her affirmations was the first thing that kind of came to mind, because for her it's usually an everyday thing. And yeah, I'm really proud of what she came up with, because not only did she say them to herself, but now she can actually wear her words as well. So it's pretty cool. I'm born and raised here, so obviously I know what the orchestra is, what it stands for. So yeah, when I got the email, I was like blown away. But it also makes sense too for what we do. Fashion and music kind of often go together. So for me, it was just another opportunity to kind of share our creativity.
I was already part of a couple of these Our City, Your Orchestra events, and I really love them, and it's a really great way to sort of highlight many of what our city has to offer. And then I heard the title of this is Daddy Dressed Me, and being a dad of girls, I thought, oh God, this is perfect. And I heard about Michael and Ava, and it was such a fantastic story. So I really, really wanted to be a part of it.
My parents have always been very supportive of me, and I have 2 little boys, and so I've really enjoyed just the bond of parent and child in both directions, and it's always been very special to me, the kind of time that, just how special time feels when you're with family members who have known you your whole life and know you so deeply. So I think, it's a very beautiful thing.
When my daughters came to the world, suddenly my identity changed. It's like, wow, I'm a father, I'm a dad. And it was just so, it becomes the most important and meaningful thing to you ever. Like suddenly you're a dad to these little human beings. I think until then, my identity was like music, music, music. I'm a musician, I'm a performing artist, and a teacher, and of course, a loving partner and a friend. But it felt like none of that mattered anymore. It's like, thinking about my children, thinking about my daughters, it's just this feeling of it's always there, it's omnipresent, it's constant. There's no doing, no thinking, no blinking. It's just they're right there all the time, and it's permanent and unwavering.
Well, it was really sweet because at some point she came back from walking around and she kind of looked at him and he gave her just it's like, yeah, babe, you did great. And it reminded me of like all my soccer games and all my concerts. Like he would always be like, I'd hear right before I would do something scary, he'd be like, go get him, Tiger. And it's like, that's always just in the back of my head. And I saw that with the two of them. I was like, this is the sweetest thing ever.
It's basically communication without words. And we just sort of know it's a feeling. And sometimes even, smiling is a big reassurance.
What Michael and Ava are doing is our artistic DNA. It's collaboration. Everything we do here, from the way, we work together as staff to the way we work together with our artists. It's a giant collaboration and an experiment. And I love to see that, fathers and their young daughters can also do that, can use art as a way to understand each other better, to, really strengthen their relationship. It's just really exciting to see creativity used in that way.